Dire warning coming out today, October the 8th, 2024, as the Tampa mayor has issued this dire warning before Hurricane Milton. If you choose to stay, you are going to die. They are saying that this is unlike anything that we have seen in over 50 years. This is going to be the fourth largest hurricane recorded on this side of the planet. So they are saying that this is unlike anything that we've ever seen before, as is very quickly upgraded from a category 3 to a category 4 to now a category 5, and they are saying do not try to weather this storm. They are warning this is your last chance, your last opportunity to get out of the area before it hits, and you don't have much time. So they are saying please evacuate now. If you choose to stay, you are going to die, is the warning coming out. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you the actual video footage so that way you can hear it from yourself, for yourself, directly from the mayor of Tampa, as she literally says these words: if you choose to stay, you are going to die. And take a look at this coming out from Noah Bergens, a meteorologist, coming out yesterday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is nothing short of astronomical. I am at a loss for words to meteorologically describe the storm, the small eye, its intensity. 897 MB pressure with 180 mile per hour max sustained winds and gusts of over 200 miles per hour. This is now the fourth strongest hurricane ever recorded by pressure on this side of the world. The eye is tiny and nearly 3.8 miles wide. This hurricane is nearly a mathematical limit of what Earth's atmosphere over this ocean water can produce, saying this is almost over the limit of what is even possible as to what is going on. So they're saying this is unlike anything that we have seen in quite some time. So like I said, I'm going to be sharing with you the actual video footage so that way you can see it for yourself, hear it directly from the mayor of Tampa. So if you or someone you know is still in the area, they're saying get out now. We know in the past that people will try to weather hurricanes or, tropical depressions or storms. They're saying, please do not do this with this one. It is not worth it. It is not worth the risk. Please evacuate now. They are saying that you're not going to make it. The mayor literally saying you are going to die if you stay at this one. Over 200 mile per hour winds. Yes, I see Kim Joy saying buildings are gone. Yes, I believe as well, if I'm not mistaken, that airplanes, in order for them to take off, need to hit 200 miles per hour. I might be wrong on that. Maybe somebody can Google it, check it, but that means literally that the winds are going to be so strong that items that are standing still will have the ability to take off and lift up off the ground. The winds are going to be so strong with this hurricane. They're saying there is only 3 others recorded in history, as far as we know, that have been stronger than this hurricane on this side of the planet. So absolutely incredible. So if you are in harm's way, please get out. This is your last call. They are saying the warnings coming out yesterday, and they're saying the speed at which this is intensified is unreal. They're saying they've never seen anything like it. Like you just saw, meteorologists coming out and saying that this is absolutely incredible. A lot of people very frightened by what is unfolding here, and it's very odd as well, starting in the Gulf and then moving towards the west coast of Florida. Typically we see them going the other direction, so this entire thing is just very, very unique and odd, and they're saying please don't play with this, get out of the area. So let's go ahead and dive right into the video footage so you can see it for yourself. Wanted to share with you guys this warning. If you know anybody that's in the Florida area, in Tampa, please let them know to evacuate now. Now, before we dive in, do me a favor. If you appreciate the updates, please take a second, hit the like button for me. Just help spread this out further so more people can get the latest information, even though I know this is not what anybody wants to hear. We don't like hearing this. Hitting the like button spreads this out so more people can see these evacuation warnings, to heed to the mayor of Tampa, who is saying if you choose to stay, you are going to die. Also, please subscribe to stay up to date. It's totally free. I'll let you know everything going on so that way you can be notified of what is taking place. Articles are going to be linked in the description. I cite everything like a book report, put it on the screen, read right from it so you know it's the latest. Try to hold myself accountable to the community. Also, additional resources linked down below for you as well. But let's go ahead and get right to it, you guys, so that way you can see what the mayor had to say. You can hear it for yourself, what it was she had to say on this event. So I'm going to switch over the microphones. As soon as it comes on, when you can hear it, drop a 5x5 so I know it's coming through okay for you guys.
my source tonight is the mayor of Tampa, Florida, Jane Castor. Mayor Castor, it's great to have you here. I know you have a lot going on. What is your number one message to Tampa residents tonight?
The number one message, as it has been for several days now, is that you need to prepare, do whatever you need to do, and then get out of the evacuation zones, which now are evacuation zone A and B. And as we all have heard so many times now, you hide from the wind and run from the water. And we are talking about right now the possibility of a direct hit with 10 to 12 foot tidal surge. Put that in perspective, Hurricane Helene, which just left the Tampa Bay area a week ago, there was 6 foot storm surge, and that was literally devastating to so many in our coastal area. We have 126 miles of coast just in the city of Tampa. And so people need to be heeding that warning. And from the looks of traffic on all of our northbound highways, they're doing just that.
Yeah, we've seen how jammed up those highways are. I know a lot of the tolls have been suspended to help facilitate people getting out of there. What would you say to people tonight who are saying, you know what, I'm going to ride this out, I've ridden others out? What would you say to people who aren't heeding those evacuation orders?
Well, I can tell you right now that they may have done that in others. There's never been one like this. And this, Helene was a wake-up call. This is literally catastrophic. And I can say without any dramatization whatsoever, if you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
Wow. I mean, that is an incredibly blunt message. And I know you have a lot of experience dealing with these storms. You don't say something like that lightly, Mayor.
I've never said that. And 10 to 12 foot surge, I mean, if this takes a jog to the south, that's going to save us from the storm surge. But it stays on the track that it's projected to be on right now, or if it goes a bit north, would be even worse. Some of the predictions are saying that Pinellas County, to the south of us, the entire county is going to be underwater. So this is something that I have never seen in my life. And I can tell you that anyone who was born and raised in the Tampa Bay area has never seen anything like this before. People need to get out.
And your message is just, this isn't survivable.
This, if we have that predicted storm surge, it is not survivable.
Can I ask you what that means for the general hospital there in Tampa? Because it's on a bit of an island. And there was actually kind of this amazing thing that was used during Helene, the aqua fence, as it's known, to stop the storm surge. And it worked. But from what I read, it said it can only stop about 15 feet of water. Are you worried that may not be enough for this storm?
I am worried about that, but it worked before. That it's not on a kind of an island; it's on an island, Davis Island, and of course that hospital's close to 100 years old. Was built there; wouldn't be built there under current conditions. But that aqua fence, really saved that hospital. So hopefully the engineering behind it continues to work, where the weight of the water holds that fence down and keeps the water from coming in, but it is rated for 12 feet. So if we hit the storm surge, it's at high tide, hopefully that fence will hold and the surge will just go over the top of it. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
But they have all of the patients are up higher on higher floors, but it certainly would take out the electricity, the generators, and so forth at that location.
Mayor, you're dealing with such serious matters here, having to move hospital patients to higher floors in case of a big storm surge, closing the Tampa International Airport, obviously a very busy airport. So many steps that you're taking and delivering this blunt message tonight. I can't believe I have to ask this, but I do want to ask you if the misinformation that we've seen about storms and the federal response is getting in the way, actually, and affecting your disaster response as a city official.
It's not, that is just all noise out there. And it really is sad that individuals would stoop to that level. It's, to bring politics into something like this. President Biden just called my cell phone less than an hour ago to ensure that we had everything that we needed. The administrator for FEMA came here from North Carolina, where they are handling the issues up there, flew into Tampa, drove around with us, and then went over to the barrier islands in Pinellas County, St. Pete, Clearwater. We have the resources from the federal government. Governor DeSantis, Kevin Guthrie, the emergency manager, they are on top of it. Everyone is working together to make sure that we keep our communities as safe as we possibly can during this event.
Yeah, just seeing how urgently you're working to clean up from one storm and prepare for the next. Mayor, we're thinking of everybody in Tampa, hoping everyone stays safe. Thank you for taking the time to join us tonight.
Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate it.
There you guys have it. They are saying that you need to get out of Florida, that this is unlike anything that we've seen in quite some time. Let me know your thoughts. And then you heard them talking there a little bit about misinformation and politicizing what is going on. But I saw a lot of people saying, is it misinformation? Man, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I saw somebody in the comments saying, why don't you ask the people of North Carolina that, as they have been waiting for assistance and help, kind of feeling abandoned. But I don't know. Again, take into consideration all the sources of the information. I try to provide it for you guys. This is coming from CNN. I also have an article linked in the description for you coming out from the New York Post. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think that it is misinformation? If you think that it is, put a 2. If you think that it is not, put a 1. But that coming out, and regardless, though, of whatever unfolds, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel so that way you know exactly what is going on. Now, also do me a favor. Let me know, can you hear me and see me okay? Drop a 5x5 if you can. I am seeing that I am having some connection issues. Just want to make sure that you guys can still see me and hear me okay as we're getting this information coming out. And I'm actually seeing the 1s and the 2s pouring in, so that means that people can hear me and see me okay regarding what is coming out here from CNN. Okay, so never mind on the 5x5s. I can see the 1s and the 2s pouring in, you guys. But that is the latest that they are saying. They are saying this is unlike anything that we have seen. This is the 4th largest, they're saying, that has been recorded in quite some time. And again, we had that information coming out from Noah Bergens, the meteorologist, saying this is nothing short of astronomical. I'm at a loss for words to meteorologically describe you this storm. This has a small I, and it is so intense. 897 MB pressure with 180 mile per hour max sustained winds at gusts of over 200 miles per hour. So in a sustained 180 mile per hour winds constant, and they could gust up to over 200 miles per hour, which I believe is enough wind necessary to make a plane that is standing still take off and just lift up off the ground. This is now the 4th strongest hurricane ever recorded by pressure on this side of the world. The eye is tiny and nearly 3.8 miles wide. This is a hurricane is nearly mathematically the limit of what Earth's atmosphere over the ocean water can produce. So this is the ultimate that is possible in our atmosphere. And again, the warning coming out, Tampa mayor issues the dire warning before Hurricane Milton. If you choose to stay, you are going to die, she said. So again, if you are in the path of this, they're saying this is severe. Please get out, evacuate. They're saying don't take a chance. They're saying we know that some people have tried to weather storms in the past. They're saying this is unlike anything that we have seen before in the past. It's not worth it. Just get out of the way. So wanted to share that with you guys coming out this morning, October the 8th, 2024. As more information comes out, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date, up to speed here on the channel. And if you appreciate that, do me a favor, hit the like button. Just takes a second. Spreads this out further so more people can get the latest information. Subscribe to stay up to date. It's totally free. Why not? I cite all the sources, put it on the screen, read right from it, give you direct access, try to hold myself accountable to the community, even if it's sources that maybe you do not agree with, as I saw a lot of people saying, asking the question, misinformation, really? Well, it's CNN, and I'm just sharing with you that that is the source on this particular one. But regardless, this storm is coming, and those that are in the path need to evacuate. They're saying you don't want to risk it with this one. But I will keep you guys up to date here on the channel. Subscribe if this is your first time here. You want to stay up to date. Additional resources linked down below. And that is the latest, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay safe out there. I'll keep you up to date on everything. Our prayers go out to those of you in the Tampa Bay area and also to those out in the Carolinas that have been absolutely devastated by extreme weather, hurricanes recently. We will keep you in prayers, and I will keep you up to date here on the channel. That is the latest, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.